My sister Sharon ran off with my husband Keith, handing me her dying son. 15 years on. Have you ever had one of those days? The kind where you just want to collapse, and then in an instant, your entire world shatters? Because that's exactly what happened to me, not by accident, but by the two people I loved and trusted most. It was a betrayal so deep, so vile, it still takes my breath away. It all started 15 years ago, on a Tuesday that felt just like any other. I remember the air, crisp autumn, smelling like rain and fallen leaves as I pulled into my driveway. I was tired. You know, the kind of tired that settles deep in your bones after a long day at the office, the kind all the coffee in the world can't fix. My only ambition for the rest of the night was to kick off my heels, heat up some leftovers, and maybe watch some mindless TV. My sister, Sharon, was supposed to be picking up her son, my nephew Kyle. She'd been leaving him with me more and more often, and while I adored Kyle, I'll admit I was looking forward to a quiet house. My husband, Keith, should have been home already. I pictured him in the den, feet up, watching sports. But when I turned the key in the lock, the first thing that hit me was the silence. Not a peaceful quiet, no. This was a heavy, hollow silence that felt all wrong. The air was still cold. No TV blaring from the den. No scent of dinner cooking. Nothing. Keith! I called out, dropping my purse. Sharon, I'm home. Only the echo of my own voice answered. A little knot of unease tightened in my stomach. I walked through the living room, my sensible work heels sinking into the carpet. Everything was tidy. Too tidy. A magazine on the coffee table perfectly squared. Remote controls lined up in a neat little row. Keith was many things, but he was never neat. That's when I saw him. Little Kyle, only 5 years old. All big, scared eyes and a mop of sandy blonde hair. He was curled up in the big armchair by the window, the one we called Grandpa's chair. He was clutching a throw pillow to his chest, so tightly his little knuckles were white. He wasn't crying. He was just watching me, waiting. My heart did a painful little flip. I rushed over and knelt in front of him. Kyle, sweetie, where's everybody? Where's your mommy? He just stared at me, his lower lip trembling. He looked so small and lost in that huge chair. I smoothed his hair back from his forehead. It was damp, like he'd been sweating. Is Uncle Keith here? I asked, my voice softer this time. He shook his head, a tiny jerky movement. Then, without a word, he uncurled one of his little hands from the pillow. He was holding a piece of paper, folded into a tight, crumpled square. He held it out to me. I took it from him. The paper was warm from his hand. For a second, I just looked at it, that knot of unease in my stomach now a cold, hard stone of dread. I knew, with a kind of certainty that defies all logic, that whatever was written on that piece of paper was going to change everything. And God, I was right. My fingers trembled as I unfolded the note. It was Sharon's handwriting. Big, loopy letters that always looked so cheerful, so carefree. But the words on the page were anything but. Brenda, I'm so sorry to do this in a letter. I know it's cowardly. By the time you read this, Keith and I will be long gone. We're in love, Bren. We have been for a while. We're going to start a new life somewhere we can be happy. I can't take Kyle with me right now. It's not the right environment for a child. I know you'll take care of him. You're better at it anyway. Please don't try to find us, Sharon. Bottom left of screen. Click full story.